All right, what's going on, guys? Tremaine here. We're going to do a real quick trade recap slash execution video. I'm not going to include the full commentary when we're walking through each 1-minute candlestick or 15-second candlestick like we did on stream. I'm kind of saving that for those in the Discord. They're investing in their education to watch me do this stuff live. So I'm not going to upload the full walkthrough of the trade, but you'll see snippets of the trade towards the end of this video. We have a new week opening gap here and a new week opening gap here. And if we zoom out, okay, we have sell side, which is an old weekly low within your last 3 weeks. Okay, so old highs, old lows within the last 3 weeks or the last 3 days. You want to keep that on your chart. And we also highlighted midpoint of this wick on the daily from Monday, February 3rd. So if we go to our 15-second chart, let's go to a 5 first, actually. Okay, again, it's going to be really brief, but we trade up into a 5-minute CIBI, respecting midpoint, work lower. As soon as I see this, we're dropping down to a 15-second chart. We covered 15-second entries and how to trade the 15-second chart in the webinar in the Discord, and we're 2-0 on the week using 15-second entries. And a lot of people are scared of the second time frames, scared of trading the 30-second, 15-second, 45-second chart. You just have to know how to trade it, and we covered that this weekend, and it's been doing us very well. CIBI here, going short, all right, partial at midpoint of that wick on the daily chart. You'll see me executing that there in the video at the end of this video. Event horizon is midpoint between 2 new week opening gaps. Okay, I told the stream I'm going to take a partial there. Nice exit. And then I also had a limit order placed to the high of this new week opening gap and missed it by just one itty bitty tick. That's okay. It happens. We walked it through, whatnot, fell short of the partial. Stop loss stayed all the way up here, a little bit in profit. We're not worried about trailing it down. So we sat through all of this here. Okay, then I finally get stopped in profit on my last 2 micros. I went short 7, getting stopped on the last 2 here. Now we're rotating lower and whatnot. This short-term low, you'll hear me mention in the recording, you want to take a partial there because this is not guaranteed. Why? Time. We're entering the 1050 to 1110 macro. Who's been making money all morning? Shorts. When can you expect a retracement higher? 1050 to 1110. That macro, I'm telling you, backtest that 20-minute window, on your chart. It always brings, not always, but more times than not, very frequently, it will bring that retracement, okay, going the opposite direction of the morning move. So morning move was lower, 1050 to 1110. You get that retracement higher, clearing out the buy side, and now we're working lower again. So that is a small little trade recap. I'm going to insert small little snippets of the actual execution from the stream. Again, I'm not going to put the whole thing. I'm saving that for the people who are tuning into live streams and Discord live because they're investing in their education, and there's a lot of value in there, so I want to keep that for them. But enjoy the execution, and Discord members, I'll see you on the stream. Again, same thing tomorrow at 9:30. All right? Peace. That's where I want to get my short. A little bit more. A little bit more. Tapped it there. There we go. Small little partial there. A little detail. I like how we opened on this candle, traded up, and we failed to reach the inversion fair value gap. To me, that's telling me that price is heavy. And if we're heavy, this fair value gap here, I would like that to be treated as a breakaway gap slash measuring gap. And then for those of you who watched yesterday's stream, we took a partial at event horizon, which is just midpoint between 2 new week opening gaps. So if we take the low here of that new week opening gap and take the high of this one, midpoint is event horizon. I have 5 contracts on. I'll take off 3 at that level if I can get it. And then I'll trail my stop a little further. Best case scenario exit is that daily sell side from February 3rd. Gonna bring my limit order a couple ticks off of that to account for the spread in case it wants to tap that to the tick. There we go. Very nice. I have 2 micros on. We're just gonna split the difference here, take a partial at the high of the new week opening gap, and then a best case scenario exit is up here. Now we're getting closer to the time window where if I didn't scale out majority of my position already, like we're almost at 1050, if we were to take out that low, I would take a partial, because who's been making money so far all morning? It's been shorts, right? So now that we get to the London close macro, I'm expecting that retracement or reversal. And if I still had 7 contracts on, if we run out that low, I'm taking a partial. If we trade higher, create another short-term low, we run that out, I'm taking a partial. Because we know that 1050 to 1110 macro, we already know the characteristics of that. So like right there, because we're approaching the London close macro, that should be a partial. I'm not gonna take one because I only have 2 micros, but as soon as we trade underneath that low, you should be paying yourself, because we're about to enter that profit-taking hour where we can see a retracement. So that should be a nice little exit for you. Pocket something there. This isn't trade copying service. I'm not telling you what to do with your account for whoever's in a trade, but I'm just telling you how I think I should manage my trade. All right, and there's our stopped in profit. Good trade. Limit order, 1 tick short. That's okay. We still learned a lot as far as order flow. 5-minute fair value gap. We wanted to see that send us lower. Respected midpoint, deeper retracements. We talked about the exact reason why you should take a partial here. London close. Okay, what time is it? 1050. That 1050 to 1110 macro, we know that retracement is coming. So as soon as we take out that low, you need to take a partial. And then you would have been satisfied with that. But because we only had 2 micros on, we only had 2 on out of 7. I didn't exercise it there, but that's a good teaching point. 60 handles, because we took a partial at the event horizon. That's not bad for a Tuesday, and the sloppy delivery we got afterwards. So that's a nice bread and butter trade. That's okay. We'll see you all back here tomorrow, 9:30. And mentorship students, I do have some lecture videos coming out every day this week, today, tomorrow, Friday, and so forth. So be on the lookout for that. See y'all tomorrow. Peace.